Hello everyone, and this is Captain Club Wine Tasting. When you travel with celebrity, you have everything the best. Today we have a wine tasting with Captain Nicholas in Blue Specialty Room. Check this out. It's amazing, amazing, beautiful place. Here I am with my friend Vladimir. Vladimir, hello. And with Irina. How are you, Irina? So, and here we are. We have here champagne, we have white wine, one red wine, second red wine, and we get our Michael.
Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank you all for joining us, and I would like to thank you in the form of this special wine tasting that we have for you, for your ongoing loyalty, for cruising with us, and well, hopefully for enjoying every single cruise you take with us. We are here at the wine tasting, and I would love to be the person journey through all of the different flavors. But then again, I believe there is someone who has faster knowledge about that, and that's why my dear friend Jan, our sommelier, is here with us. So please put your hands together to her.
Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. How are you doing today? Another beautiful day, I see. Another beautiful blessing, Madam. Welcome. Blessing day, I see you with all of you together. Thank you. Anybody knows what time is it now? It's wine time. Let's drink some nice wine, yes.
Is it Captain's Klein?
So today, so we're gonna help, everybody is in the house, so 80 people. So beautiful. So today we're going to experience 4 different wines. So my name is Yan. I'm one beer sommelier on Apex. So as a sommelier, we have a small group on the ship, 20 sommeliers, including 1 cellar master. So I do hope you enjoy the sommelier service during the time. Yes, and if so, please rate any of us 10 out of 10. If there is any challenges, please let any of us know, and we're going to make it better, right? Thank you. So we all certificate with the level 1, level 2, and level 3. So I was a certificate level 2 sommelier. So, and we usually in charge of the breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you may see like twins, but they're not twins. It's just one person. So when I started to love the wine, so I believe when I was very small. So when I was very young, so back in the hotel, when I was very young, my mom not only feed me with rice and noodles, also in the front of the yard, we have a lot of these grapes. So during the lunchtime, my mom give me and my brother lots of grapes. So when I go to the school, I pick up the grapes, and when I cannot finish the grapes, I peel the skin and put it in the jam, and put a lot of sugar. In that time, I don't know, there is sugar and this wine get fermentation. So during the day, I always fall asleep. Or the teacher always call my parents. They say your daughter is in trouble. So either laugh or either falling asleep. So when I go home, my mom kick me very hard, and then because the sugar and yeast, and then. So I always like this. That's why now I know that's because the grape fermentation. And then after that, I always keep being very hard by mom. So one day I think, so what I'm gonna do with this? And then one day the chopstick gave me an idea. So I go home, I put a toothstick on my eyes and keep eyes open. Then the teacher called my parents again. Then I go home and get a very hard kick again. Obviously, I have a tiger mom, this cat father, so my mom kicked me very hard. Anyway, thank you for coming.
I'm a
short
tiger
story
mom.
about me because I'm the only Chinese sommelier on board. So usually I prefer speaking Mandarin, but today we're going to talk about wine, fermentation of grapes. Yeah. So what is a wine? Wine is a culture, is history, historical, is a lifestyle product. Everybody can see me, right? Yes. Wine is connecting all of us together through the generations and the countries. Isn't that nice? Yes. Good morning, welcome. Are you a captain member? Yes. Yes, there is a table for 2. Very nice, no? So, yeah, great, yes. Beautiful. So Everybody, so it's yeah, table there. Beautiful. So today we're going to talk about 4 different wines. Please have a look. In front of you there is a champagne sparkling wine and 1 white wine, 2 red wine, and a few breadsticks in front of you to clean your palate. Yes, everybody get wines. Everybody above 21, right? Yes. So,
No,
before I
12
start
today.
Before I start to talk about wine, I like to share a very simple tips with you. Yes. So when you go to the
Irina,
restaurant,
are you
somebody
21?
pour you a glass of wine. Yes,
Beautiful.
we're gonna use the number 4. The dark is the one as an example.
Dark, this
Cabernet
one.
Sauvignon, that's right, madam. You're very good.
Cabernet Sauvignon.
So when you go to the
This is
restaurant,
your favorite,
someone
yeah?
pour you a glass of wine. Simply you lift the glass of wine. Yes. Someone told you maybe toward the lights. When you toward the lights, what you see? The ceiling, the lights, nothing. Okay. So you lift the glass 45 degrees. If you have a white table, it's better. Have a nook. Yes. If not so cloudy, very simple way. If not so cloudy, if not there is a piece of cork or it's not a dirt, then the wine is good to go. Then have a look, all right? Also, and then have a quick swirl. When you swirl, I recommend don't hold your glass like this or like this. Hold the stem, yes, and with 2 fingers put on the table like this, because when you swirl like this, you may have accidentally maybe spill some wine the person next to you. That's not so nice, no? So swirl a little bit. When you swirl, you will see the sexy legs. Some people they call tears. This one doesn't affect the quality of the wine. It only tells you the alcohol content. Yes, the higher alcohol, the legs is more thick, running slowly. The light alcohol, the legs more thin, running faster. Yes.
This
And
is not
then
too much
next
alcohol.
mistake is have a quick smell. Have a quick smell. Yes.
Good smell.
We just a simple way, quick smell. If you don't smell like a nail polish or vinegar or oxidized or some funny smells, then it is good to go. Yes. You know, when I started to learn the WSET set, my professor, Mr. David said, as a sommelier, you need a pointy nose. But then I hands, what about me? So I need to put all my hand in cups. It's a joke. Yes. I say, no, it's good to go, yes. Anyway, after the smell, and have a quick sip. Quick sip, you can use as a number 4 as an example. When you have a sip, very, very simple tip. When you have a sip, let this small amount of the mouth swirl around your mouth and give a little bit air. You're gonna feel more personality instead of just swallow. So give a little bit air to the wine. Yeah, do you like it? Nice Cabernet Sauvignon, right?
Do you like it, Irina? It's good.
Use this, we're gonna
So you can put another
So
one.
the first one, we're gonna start with the Happy Bubbles. The sparkling wine. This one, first one, yes.
Happy Bubbles.
You don't want to swirl too much because otherwise the bubbles are
Captain's
gone.
Club wine tasting.
So-
Happy Bubbles.
Happy bubbles, yes. Anybody knows where is the bubble from? Anybody knows? Bubbles? Yes. It can be by pumping CO2 through the wines. This wine you're gonna find in the market is very good price, 3.99, very good price. It's just by pumping CO2 through the wine. Another way is by the natural product of fermentation.
Life is
So it
about
can be a
choices,
few ways.
Irina.
First, we're going to talk about champagne. Champagne is the most complex wine to make. So first, they need to make the base of the wine, either fermentation
This
in the
one,
tank
this one.
or either fermentation in the barrel.
Володя,
Yes,
вот этот.
mostly it's a Pinot Noir, Pinot Meunier, and the Chardonnay. So the base of the wine is a high acidity, low alcohol, and light in the body. Then there is a master sommelier who's working for each single house. They're gonna blend all these wine together from maybe 100 different vineyards or 100 different vintage. Then they blend just to make sure the non-vintage champagne, any non-vintage champagne, every year is tastes the same. 20 years ago, for example, you tasting Wolf Clicquot, is the flavor you remember. After 20 years ago, you taste a Wolf Clicquot again in the same style, the non-vintage, yes. And then, very important, for the champagne, you have to through second fermentation in each single bottles.
You have to
Sugar
finish
and
this
yeast
so you don't
to
mix.
create a little bit more alcohol and the happy bubbles, yes. So the alcohol around 1.5, and then this wine and sugar and the yeast. After this 2 weeks fermentation complete, then you have a dead yeast. That is called li, is inside of the bottle. Yeah, and by the Champagne region, it requires this wine contact with this dead li at least 15 months to get a complex flavor like brioche, toast almond, so on and so on. So very complex. And also the other region, they cannot call champagne. Other place they make a sparkling wine, only called sparkling wine. Not only that, also the very distinctive personality they cannot, because the Champagne region, the soil is a piece of chalk. Yeah, they have the coldest climate, very cold, because for the wine it's very hard to grow. Yes. And then the chalk is like a sponge. When you have a lot of rain, because in this French Champagne region they have a lot of rain, this is like a sponge. All the rain going down because too much water for the wine is gonna stop the wine gonna be die. So this soil makes a very very unique champagne tasting. After the second fermentation, and then how they're gonna remove this dead yeast? There is a job. It's called riddling. Somebody working in this cellar every day, 15 months, to riddle, to turn around the bottles. You have an idea? Yes. Turn around the bottle 15 months until the dead yeast to this neck, and quickly freezing this neck and take this dead yeast out. Long time ago, century, the drinking champagne is cloudy, foamy. It's very also very less bubbles. It's very hard to drink because and also very sugary. Because they're gonna use the spoon. Yes, use a spoon to drink the wine because it's very foamy. They don't know, in that time, they don't know how to take. Who take the dead yeast out is Madame Wolf Clicquot, who one of the cellar master workers.
Clicquot.
So she had an idea.
Velvet
Wolf
Clicquot.
Anybody had a Wolf Clicquot?
Yes.
That's a lady, a legend lady, who take the dead yeast out.
$100
Also,
бутылка.
she's the first person to make the
Бев
rosé.
Клитко,
Yes.
шампанское,
You have
$500
an idea
бутылка.
to blend with the splash wines. Yes. Anyway, I think everybody is a little bit thirsty, right? Let's have a toast. Okay. Yes, happy bubbles. You know, when I come to
Happy
duty,
bubbles,
I
let's
always-
get a toast.
Today, I think I need
No,
some happy
этот надо
bubbles.
пить.
When I come to
Happy
duty, I
bubble,
always
сейчас
have a glass of happy
шампанское.
bubbles, because
А я
I
думала
told
этот.
myself,
Ну давай.
a
Это
glass of
значит
happy
это.
bubble and keep the trouble away.
Окей, Velvet Clicquot.
Yes.
Happy bubble.
This one is we're gonna talk about next one. This one is a tank method. So didn't through any bottle fermentation. There is another way like prosecco. Prosecco is easy. It's a tank method. Wine, everything, sugar and yeast together in the sealed tank, and you get the bubbles and take the yeast out.
Ирина будет сегодня rocking the ship.
Prosecco. And Prosecco is a party wine. So it's a little bit more lower price than the champagne, and then always mixed with orange, strawberry, or like mimosa or some party wine. I remember one day I worked in a group. One day I went to somewhere else. I have my colleague, one of the assistant waiter. They have a mimosa, and then she went to the fridge. She opened any bubbles, so she opened the Krug blended with the orange. Amazing, yeah. The Krug champagne, the Heiser champagne, yes. That one not supposed to mix with the orange, yeah. But another side is good for me to taste the Krug, the rest of the bottle. Yes. And then there is another way to make bubbles. It's called Moscato d'Asti. Moscato d'Asti is halfway through the wine fermentation, and then another halfway they fill the tank, and then you have these bubbles, this light body, and sweet and low alcohol. That's how they make the bubbles. Yes. And there is a few breadsticks in front of you, so please enjoy. Salute. Yes. You know who invent happy bubbles? So nobody. Actually, Damprignon is the person to blend the wines. To have the first person to use the red wine as a white wine, like the
Какого?
pressed Pinot Noir without the
Обойдется.
skin. So he blends all the wines. Also, he's
Обойдется.
the first person to ask all these winemakers to harvest this wine in the morning instead in the afternoon because it's more fresh. Keep the wines. Also, he's the first person
С утра надо пить
to
вино,
recommend
а не с обеда.
building your this setup
Говорит, нужно вино с утра
inside of the
пить.
wine yard, so you can quickly press the wine. So this is the person. And then step by step, the champagne makers. So everybody have a different this one contribution. Yes. Thank you. When Damprignon find these bubbles, he say, come quickly. I'm drinking star in the glass. Very excited. Coco Chanel says, I'm drinking happy bubbles when we in love, when not. And we drinking happy bubbles when we cruising and when we not cruising. Yes. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. They say more
Cheers.
cruise, better cruise. Not only for you,
Better cruise,
only
Irina.
also for us. Thank you. Then next one, we're gonna go into
And
the
many,
white
many
wine.
more.
Yes. I recommend you leave the glass. at
Вовочка,
45 degree, have a
пьем
look.
за круиз
Yes.
и за остальные круизы, которые будут. Cheers.
45, yes. Not toward the lights because you only see the ceiling and the lights. So this one, have a look. It's good, the color, right? Have a little swirl. Have a little swirl. You will see the sexy legs. So this is a medium body. Medium body. And have a quick smell. Anybody can tell
Okay.
me what kind of wine is it?
Супер.
Sauvignon Blanc, that's right. Yes. Green and herbaceous color, right? Yes. And then have a quick sip. If you have 10 people lined up, 80% gonna be like Sauvignon Blanc. Right now. Yes. The Sauvignon Blanc motherland is Loire Valley, Sancerre and Polyfumé. That's original Sauvignon Blanc from. So Sancerre and Polyfumé, they are both made by Sauvignon Blanc, but they are very different. Sancerre is more light body, more clean, crisp, and Polyfumé because the soil makes a little smoky flavor, so it's more body. Not because oak in the barrel, so Polyfumé because of the soil. that
Чтоб
is
тебе
sticky
сильно пьяной не
from the
быть.
Loire Valley, left and right.
Ничего со мной не будет. даже-
Right now, the new
говорю
world,
про
New
Ирину.
Zealand Sauvignon Blanc make it very, very popular. Yes, because a lot of green jump on the glass. Mostly character is grapefruit, citrus, kiwi, or any kind of green. Asparagus. Some of the customers, they don't like this Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand because some of the experts say that the New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc have a cat pee inside. So when they hear cat pee, they say, oh, I don't like it. Actually, there's no cat pee there. It's just a more green. Yes. Yes. Do you like it? And mostly Sauvignon Blanc is not single varietal. It's for single varietal, unless it's from this white bottle. Blanc is Sauvignon Blanc and a Semillon. They are blended. It's more dry. It's like a bone dry. That one, yes. And one very little tip for you. When you go to the wine store or you go to the supermarket, buy a bottle of Sauvignon Blanc. I recommend you buy in 2 years. Yes, in 2 years. If you like more than 3 years, that's gonna be less personality. Because mostly 90% of Sauvignon Blanc is a fermentation in the stainless steel. So you buy it young, and then you can feel more personality. Do you like it? Enjoy, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes. Thank you, Dad. Then next one, we're gonna move to the red wine. Yes. The first red wine. Yes. Anybody maybe see this color? Anybody can tell me what kind of wine is it? Pinot Noir, very good. There's more booze, better good. This. Pinot Noir is very sensitive grapes, have very, very thin skin and get mature very fast. Maybe 2 to 3 months mature already. So Pinot Noir is the only red wine similar white grapes. She don't like too hot climate. She only likes cooler and moderate climate, Pinot Noir. And a young Pinot Noir, yes, have a look, lift the glass. This one, mostly Pinot Noir is light in the body, yes. And I have a little sip. What did you get there? Mostly Pinot Noir, young Pinot Noir is red fruit carrot.
Soft, more
And
soft.
strawberry, red
Да?
berry. Yes.
Ирочка напробовалась всего.
And some of the Pinot Noir, they can get mature in the bottle.
Какой тебе
It's
больше нравится?
develop like a mushroom, forest
Это
floor,
хорошо.
licorice,
Одинаково все
different.
приятно.
Back to the school, the teacher say, Cabernet Sauvignon is a big naughty boy. He always say, I get everything. I get black fruits, everything. But Pinot Noir is like a gentleman who has a type. At the end, close the sentence. Because Pinot Noir is the most expensive on the world. Roman Conte is the most expensive one. Yes, it's 100%
Тебе, значит,
Pinot
раз
Noir.
most expensive.
Yes. And Pinot Noir usually is also not for blend, because if blend is going to cover the personality. But how many percentage Pinot Noir in the Oregon, in the New World? Oregon is right now is very popular with the Pinot Noir. Yes, because it's the climate is similar the shadow of the France Burgundy. Yes. So how many percentage Pinot Noir in this Oregon bottle? By the United States wine roll in Oregon, at least 90%, 90%. So you cannot be low than 90%, because Pinot Noir is not for the blend grapes, because otherwise it's gonna be cover his her personality. If you like your Pinot Noir is one of my favorite wines. Pinot Noir is very hard to grow, so not too hot, not too wet. Otherwise, the winemaker this year, if they have a severe the weather condition, you're gonna not make any wine at all this year. Either you make it, either you don't make it. So it depends natural. Yeah, Pinot Noir. Yes, you like it. Yes. For the next, going to the one of the big, we're gonna go to this next one. Cabernet Sauvignon. As Madam said already, that one Cabernet Sauvignon. Next one.
Уже
So
мы уже
Cabernet
начали
Sauvignon
с
is the
него.
opposite side. It's the king of the grapes. Usually it's a blend, and the Cabernet Sauvignon is the smallest grapes. The grapes, smallest grapes. Yes.
Мы уже
Very,
начали,
very thick
закончили.
skin, and it requires lots of sun. This one, Cabernet Sauvignon. Yes.
А то мне все...
And you know, when the Cabernet Sauvignon motherland is a Bordeaux, but a long time ago there is no Cabernet Bordeaux.
Guys, this is a Captain's Club wine tasting with luxury travel by Valentina. Subscribe to my YouTube, Luxury Properties International. Next cruise with Valentina. Thank you for watching.
They cross each other, and then you had a Cabernet Sauvignon. Mamma mia! Then this one.
Mamma mia,
most expensive
Santa
wine.
Lucia, Облепе,
Most
Puerto.
expensive wine, yes. From the left bank. So the left bank is based with the Cabernet Sauvignon. The right bank is based with the Merlot. The why? Because most French wines they more focus on the terroir. So the left bank is more dark soil, and the right bank is chalk soil. So dark soil, because it's also is not so hot like a Napa Valley Cabernet Sauvignon. So moderate for the Bordeaux area. But the soil, the chalk soil, this dark soil to suck the sun, and it gives more maturity to the grapes. So they grow Cabernet Sauvignon very well in the left bank, and right bank is a Merlot because the chalk soil, more cooler temperature. Yes, and 3 cruises ago I had a couple. So just one night they spent $10,000 for 2 bottles of wine. One is
Понятно.
blue, one is from the right bank.
Две бутылки,
Chateau
10 тысяч
Petrus. That's
долларов.
100% Merlot. We have 2 more left in the on
10
on
штук.
Apex. One is
Две бутылки вина.
$5,000
$5000 каждая бутылочка.
I'm still praying for somebody
Да?
to show up to my
Нехило.
so I can try it a little bit. Yes. That's
Ну, пьют же.
Ну да, платят же.
That's a 100% Merlot. Yes. So Cabernet Sauvignon.
561 335 9459. Captain Wine Tasting with Captain Queen Valentina
It's not
Diva.
blending. In the beginning, it's very hard to drink. It takes time to mature. because the